Hello everyone and welcome back to more Find Love or Die Trying. Here we are with Violet and Terra also. Violet is learning how to cook because she never really got a chance to, with her parents being so that's not right, that's a commoner thing, you need to do more things that are more, more noble, I guess. So they need to set the meat at around 300 degrees for 40 minutes. Window. Okay, got it. Terra furiously scribbled down notes. Wait a minute, couldn't I just cook it for 600 degrees for 20 minutes? No, honey, you can't. It's not how cooking works. It's not quite how it works, I'm afraid. But the math checks out. What's going on? Oh, good morning, Essie. How do you do? I'm teaching Terra the proper way to prepare a pot roast. So far, I'd say it's going pretty well. Terra will be the one to prepare lunch today, instead of me. Terra turned one of the dials on the stove as far as it would go to the right, and the student has surpassed the master. On second thought, perhaps I'll prepare an alternative course. One moment, please. Oh, ye of little faith. Time for the moment of truth. Lunch is served. Terra was nervously clasping her hands tight. It's delicious! I did it, oh my gosh. Terra did a little dance in celebration and gave Violet a high five. Should I become a food vlogger? I'm a cooking savant. This talent shouldn't be wasted. Hey Violet, what did I see? Is this what you cooked or what Terra cooked? Violet smiled and winked at me. I don't know what you're talking about. She sipped on her soup contently. I couldn't help but smile back at her. Damn, this was the best meal I've ever had. Granted, my memory only goes back about 3 days, which I can't remember eating anything at all, but still, it counts for something. I figure it's about time to talk with Kat about my next date, but I felt a tap on my back. Kat, is that? I turned around and the girl in front of me was as surprised as I was. Kat, no, this is Allie. Oh, what's up? She looked to see if anyone else was around before she spoke. Have you noticed anything weird lately? What do you mean? Something about this show just gives me the creeps. I went out for a walk in the forest last night, because it's gorgeous and stuff. But after I got there, I must have dozed off for a minute. Get a nap in a forest at night, you're braver than most, Allie. Let me finish. When I woke up, I was back in my room on my bed. I swear, I don't remember ever walking back. That sounds pretty crazy. It really happened. You sure you just didn't have a weird dream? And now that you mention it, I tried Scarlett's cooking for fun last night. That was a big mistake. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but... Did you notice anything strange happen last night? I don't think so. It was just a regular night. I had a conversation with Kat in my room, but that was it. Damn, 5 girls a date wasn't enough, huh? Alright, I couldn't help myself. Well, I guess I'll just be staying away from Scarlett's cooking and chalk it up to a weird-ass dream. Thanks for listening, Essie. Oh, my pleasure. See you later. She ran off just as fast as she'd come initially. Someone's in a hurry. Hey, Kat, I was just looking for you. Afternoon, Essie. Same here. I wanted to ask you, did your guys do anything to Allie last night? Not that I know of. Our staff leaves the cast alone at night. I guess there's nothing to worry about. Kat's been honest with me so far about everything, but, I don't know. Something's up. Right? Anyway, more importantly, it's time for phase 2. You've done pretty decently with setting up with Scarlett and Violet as your soulmate candidates. People are eating it up. The romance, whatever. More importantly, every time they're on screen, we get one hell of a ratings boost. From here on out, you'll only be going on dates with either of them. That'll be the best bet to get you out of here alive. Sound good to you? You almost make it sound like I have a choice. I'm glad we're on the same page as always. But enough with the pleasantries. Who's the unlucky girl today? Alright, today we're doing Scarlett. We did Violet last time. Let's do Scarlett today. Huh, if making zombies doesn't count as a red flag, I'd love to see what your dating handbook looks like. But that's none of my business. I think Scarlett's somewhere around the mansion. Well, we'll follow you. I found Scarlett out for a stroll outside the mansion. She seemed a little down. Aw, what's wrong? You okay? Jeez. It's just you, I see. That was giving me a heart attack. I didn't mean to, I'm sorry. Not your fault. I'm just a bit on edge after the whole zombie date thing. I don't know, whatever it was. Guess I'm feeling a little sad about all that. Wow, you saved everybody. Well, we wouldn't have needed to save anybody if it wasn't for me. No, don't worry about it. At least you fixed the situation. At least you don't have zombies running around anymore. Without your help, they'd still be running rampant. Still, they wouldn't have been running around in the first place if it wasn't for me. Well, that's true, but hey, it makes for great television. Which inadvertently is pretty good for keeping me alive, but I'll keep quiet on that one. Besides, you did it because you were just trying to help me get my memories back, and that's very sweet. That means more to me than I can say. Sorry I couldn't do it. If it's okay with you, I'll try again, and I'm sure this time. Let's not worry about that for now. Thanks though, I appreciate it. For now, I just want to get to know you better, Scarlett. We got interrupted last time, to say the least. Care to join me in making up for some lost time? That would be fantastic! There's somewhere I'd like to go, if that's okay with you. Lead the way. You won't regret it. But I hope not. Yes, I think you won't. Should I be worried? Come on, let's go. She grabbed my hand and pulled me along with her. Could say no to a girl who looks like that. Also could turn you into a zombie, so you really can't say no. God knows what she could do. Behold. Look at that. We're in a club. There's a nightclub in the mansion? There is now. I made it myself. What do you mean you made it yourself? Granted, I use it more as a testing ground than a real nightclub, but the staff really wanted something to blow off steam. And okay, I cheated a little bit. I made a robot that made the nightclub for me, but it still counts. I think you're probably the first person ever to say something like that. Also, I didn't know you knew how to build robots. That's pretty amazing. Huh, hell yeah, it's cool. I get the feeling that building things that make people happier was what I enjoyed the most before I came here. What do you mean by that? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Actually, maybe you're the one person who would. Maybe it's worth a shot. Maybe you're like me? Could you actually have, like, do they all have amnesia? Like, do they all forget certain things about their past? There's so much of my life I can't remember for some reason. I couldn't help but raise an eyebrow. You know, there's a lot of broken people after the war in New Asia. Not just broken bones and missing limbs, but shattered minds, shattered controllers, people trapped in their own heads. I was told I had a gift for research, a gift that might help those people be able to reclaim their lives. So I finished school early and got my PhD. I led a task force dedicated to helping the survivors. We helped them forget their most painful, most traumatic memories. Moved on. Then that was my life's work, you know, but now I can't remember what it was, how it worked, if we even got anywhere with our research. To be completely honest, I can't really remember how I got here either. I'm sorry to ask, but how on the earth did that happen? If I knew before, I definitely don't know now. Maybe testing got dangerous and I wasn't willing to test on someone else. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Crazy thing is, I went from that being on some kind of dating show? What the hell? That does sound pretty weird. And the idea of getting married in 1 week? Who wrote this, an idiot? Can't help but laugh. But what do I even have to lose at this point? No, I wouldn't look at it that way. I can't remember anything either, but I'm alive. As long as I'm alive, I've got everything to lose and everything to gain. An optimist, huh? That's worth something. I guess you'd understand better than anyone. What do you plan to do after all this is over? Honestly, I don't know. I want memories back for one thing, but if I can't get them back, then I'd just try to make the best of things, I guess. That's some plan. Hey, I'm still working out the details. Cut me some slack. At least you remember some things. I can't even remember my name at first. You got me beat there. We talked for hours about how we both felt about our situations. The good things, the bad things, and everything in between. About forgetting who you are. We laughed about forgetting the embarrassing moments that probably plagued others for a lifetime. We lamented the moments that truly made life worth living, the moments that made your life unique. It's nice to have someone that understands. You know, I've got a silly idea, if you're interested. Let's hear it. Getting engaged in a week is stupid, and a person who'd agree to that is even stupider than that. But I think I'd say yes if it were you, SC. If only to see where life goes with someone like you. That's, Shh, let me finish. Regardless of who you ask on the last day, I'd like to be your friend in the times to come. If you'll be mine. Can't remember the last time I had a friend to just talk to, about how I feel. I think this was the first time that I felt a little bit better about what happened. I'd want you to feel better about the past too. I don't want you to feel alone in this world. It's sad enough, Maybe I'm just being foolish, but who knows? Maybe if we're still in each other's lives after this, we'll be able to help each other take back the lives we wanted. What do you say? I was thinking the same thing, Scarlett. I'm glad, but, how to say, I'd still prefer it if you pick me. What can I say? I'm a bit competitive. On second thought, I'm very competitive. Just saying, but out of all the girls, I'm the best educated, had the most illustrious career, won first place in the National New Asian Science Exhibition, and I laughed out loud as she listed her accomplishments one by one. She made angry faces at me in mock anger. But most of all, I want you to have a happy life, and I think someone else might, they might get it wrong. We spent the rest of the evening enjoying each other's company. The laughter and smiles never stopped. She never let go of my hand during our walk. Oh, that was sweet. I was about to turn in for the night when I heard a knock on the door. Hey, Kat, I thought you weren't going to come over tonight. Oh, sorry about that. I got tied up in some things. Everything okay? Good as always. Care to join me for a walk? Oh, sure, that sounds nice. And away we go. We walked at a relaxed pace, with Kat slightly ahead, leading the way. So how are you feeling about day 3, SC? Kind of digging Scarlett now, I mean, Violet's cool. Kind of like Scarlett. I feel like I've got the most going on with her. Full of surprises, but more importantly, I'm the happiest when I'm with her. That said, so far hanging out with her has been more than a little dangerous, but I like that. Really, you should change your mind quickly. I feel like anyone who has to date you is in for a nasty surprise. Hey, I've only just gotten to know each of them. Isn't it natural for things to change up quickly this early on? I guess so, but that's not what the internet will think. But that's not my problem. Well, I'm happy you've at least got one girl you're really interested in, but it helps if you've got chemistry with both. Tomorrow we'll milk this love triangle by having you date the girl you didn't today. Sound good to you? I'm noticing a pattern and making it sound like I have a choice when I really don't. None of us really have a choice nowadays, I'm afraid. Alright, I gotta get back to editing today's footage. You ready to head back to the mansion? Sound good to me. We walked back in comfortable silence. Night. See you later, alligator. We got caught trying to escape. There's no telling what would happen to us. It's a chance we have to take. I know, but we need to know what we're up against. We know the island better than anyone by now. Let's see, we'll be fine. I'm not so sure. Damien's brought in that scientist for his latest experiment. All I've heard is that she's the one who built the prototype, the one Damien used to turn 6 into a vegetable. Not to mention in the old test audiences too. Shit. I think they must have killed at least 100 people by now, and they still haven't perfected it. If we get caught. I get what you're trying to say. Are you still with me on this? It's not too late. You don't even have to ask. Of course I'm with you. Who are you? Somehow I know you're close by. And every time I try to see your face, the dream ends. Every time. What's going on with these dreams, man? Second to second, go. Oh my god, an explosion. 15 minutes in? Oh, that's not long enough. Let's keep going. I ran outside as fast as I could. What the? First thing I saw was Scarlett and black smoke emanating from the ground near her. Oh, hey there, SC. Nice weather we're having, huh? Good day for fishing, ain't it? Hey, Scarlett, are you okay? I'm pretty good, all things considered. I've been experimenting again on trying to bring back people's memories without the whole monkey zombie thing. I figured if you and I ever, well, you know, I'd want us to know everything about each other. No secrets. I like that, Scarlett. Thanks. I'll let you know if I make any progress with that. Gotta clean this up. Give me a minute and then we can head to the forest. I've been meaning to spend some time there since I got to the island. Sounds good to me. We walked together through the forest hand in hand, talking about things we do after we got off the island, talking about everything and anything. After we're off this island, whatever happens, you maybe want to catch a movie together? Sure, but why a movie? You can laugh, but there's a part of me that just wants to be a regular girl for a day, you know something? That's something I could never forget. And I'd like it if I could be that way with you. What do you say? I like that. Yay! Got did a little dance of happiness. We spent the rest of the morning together in the woods, enjoying each other's company, maybe a little more than that. Somehow in the middle of it all, I just forgot what kind of show I was on in the first place. It was just me and her. In this moment, more than ever, I was just glad to be alive. My head. Are you okay? You don't look so good. So loud. My head's killing me after I had a ton of wine last night. So to edit our broadcast after that, which shouldn't help. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the woman who decides whether I get to live or die every night. She has a hangover. She was very, very drunk when she did just that. Thank you, I'll be here all week. Clearly you're still alive, Etsy, so it's all good. Believe me, you'd drink too if you worked here, just look at the Brothers 5. Working at futuristic evil core has to come with some benefits, right? You'd think, but we still have to pay for dental out of pocket. Before I forget what this show's all about. Today's the day you go on a date with... Who's the other soulmate candidate again? It was Violet, okay. How much did you drink last night, Kat? Whatever, I knew that. I was just testing you, duh. Right. Alright, let's get the second day with Violet started. Woo! Whoa! Someone tell the world to stop spinning like a little bitch. I'm pretty fucked, aren't I? I found Violet taking a walk outside the mansion. Hey Violet, what's up? Hello there, SC. I just thought I'd take a nice afternoon walk. This place truly does bring back memories of home. You lived on your own personal island? Nothing quite that... Fuck. I forget how to say that word. Like bourgeois. I think it's called bourgeois, I believe. Anyway, I've got a nice surprise for you. Want to see? For me? I motioned for her to follow me to the mansion. I asked Kat to pull a few strings, and well, we have everything we need to bake whatever we want now. Oh my. Violet looked at me with childlike wonder in her eyes. Let's get right to it then, why don't we? She was practically shaking with excitement. Her smile and laughter was positively infectious. We decided to make a chocolate cake. It was her favorite flavor. Ooh, I don't remember mine. but can't go wrong with chocolate. It's allergic. Which I feel sorry for you. That said, I also don't remember a thing about how to make cakes, but with Violet that wasn't a problem. She got me up to speed with a soft and steady hand, and before long we had the cake in the oven baking away. I wish it took longer to make. Seeing Violet do what she loved most was a treat. When she pulled the cake out of the oven, she looked like a kid on Christmas Day. Aww, look at that. She's icing the cake. Now, just for the finishing touches, a little more here, a little more there. She was in her own world, humming away as she danced around the cake, decorating it as she went along. I couldn't help but smile and watch her in adoration. Pure happiness right now. I wish I could take this moment and just freeze it in time for safekeeping. I can't wait to share this with the others. But first, SC, would you mind testing it? Oh, you don't have to ask. Believe me, I'm first in line to try it out. Thank you. I just am unsure if what I'm making is worth eating or not. Why is that? My family's caretaker, Shirley, was the one who taught me to bake. Besides my sister, Shirley was the only one who ever bothered to try what I made. Sometimes I worry they told me it's delicious just so it can make me feel better. Aww. Took a little off the top of her cake with my finger and licked it off. It's delicious, Violet. You better believe it. Would you want to help me a little longer? I'm having far too much fun to just stop now. I've just started making some cookies, and I find I quite enjoy your company and help, SC. I'd love to. Let me know how I can help. Violet passed me a bowl full of cookie dough, then a tray. All you need to do is make little cookie shaped pieces out of this dough, then put them on the tray. Do not try to put them close together on the tray, or it'll become something of a mutant cookie in the oven. Got it. No mutant cookies here. I ripped off a piece of dough from the bowl and rolled it into the size and shape of a cookie. Perfect. You're natural. Thanks, Violet. Wow. In the time it took me to make one, Violet made 6 of them. They moved with mechanical efficacy. She kneaded balls of dough into perfectly shaped cookies. Wow, I thought you were great before, but you're really incredible. How long have you been doing this? Well, perhaps since I was about, say, 5? To this day, it remains the only thing I can best my sister at. Finished making another cookie as Violet finished 3 more. She held up one of the cookies and raised it to her face. You've gotten quite skilled at this, SC. I just want to say again, thank you for arranging this. I'm on top of the world right now. But it was my pleasure. Don't worry about it. Oh, she's so adorable when she smiles. For a few seconds, we kept working on the cookies in amiable silence, our eyes locked on each other's. Said you had a sister? Why, yes, indeed. Viola Valentine, first twins in the family, she. Oh, I'm out of my room on my tray. She flashed a devious smile in my direction right before she lightly threw a dough ball at my face. What's with that, Shiki? Before I could react, it splattered against and stuck to my face. She burst into childlike laughter. Nice catch, Essie. Maybe you should try using your hands next time. Oh, it's on. I couldn't stop myself from smiling as I grabbed some ammo from my own cookie tray and threw them at her. She dodged them with ease and laughed. It's quite humorous how an old caretaker managed to do what you are struggling to do now. I interrupted her, gloating with another dough ball throw. This time it made a satisfying splat against her left cheek. Strike. Oh, you are so going down. Her smile turned devilish as she grabbed another dough ball. Oh shit. I've only got a second before her next volley. I go on the offensive. I just started to reach for another dough ball from the tray when the dough ball splattered against my forehead, sending me recoiling backwards. Aw. Ah! Then another landed right next to it. Mercy! And then another. I crumpled to the floor in defeat. I declare this my victory in absolute confidence. She laughed as she pointed at all the dough on my face. I took the opportunity to interrupt her speech with another dough ball. It splattered right against her left cheek. Oh, you're even more dead now. We got surviving this crazy TV show. I don't know if I'm surviving the next 5 minutes. It was like looking at a tiger dead in the eye. Violet reloaded her ammo and was winding up for another throw. It was all I could do to reach for one more ball and scream in defiance. Bring it on. Some say you can still hear my screams in this kitchen to this day. We finished cleaning up after our impromptu food fight and brought the desserts that survived the Great War to the porch. Her smile and laughter were infectious. Pardon me, but I guess we can rule out you being a baseball player before you had come to this island. Ha ha ha. She put her hand tenderly against my face as she wiped off the remaining dough. We locked eyes yet again. Her eyes were practically magnetic. Thanks for playing along, I see. I suppose it's been too long since I've had that much fun. So, thank you for indulging my little whim. It was a lot of fun for me too, Violet, don't mention it. Besides, I think I got a few good hits in to make it worth it. I'm worried for you. It appears your amnesia's getting worse. Violet laughed as she picked off some more crumbs off my face and licked them off her finger. Her eyes seemed to linger on mine. I do hope we can spend some more time together soon. I quite like this. I like that, Violet. I've had a lot of fun with you too. Go for old surprises, you know. I'll just wait and see. There's more to where that came from. We spend the rest of the day talking and eating little desserts together on the porch. Though Violet seemed quite distant when I first met her, I learned that the real Violet was nothing like that at all, and quite full of surprises. You could be unexpectedly shy one moment, then mischievous as a child another. One thing's for sure, being around here makes my heart skip a beat, and time fly. Before I realized how much time had passed, it was already pitch black outside. I was feeling too restless after today's date to wait in my room, so I went for a walk downstairs. I decided to walk to the kitchen and open the fridge. Turns out there were some leftover cookies that Violet and I had made together. I grabbed a few and wolfed them down. Delicious. Got a case of the midnight munchies. I figured I'd do my civil duty and help finish the cookies Violet and I made. Right, only a good Samaritan would finish all the cookies, so no one else would have to make that sacrifice. Damn right. I'm just too good of a person. I know it gets me in trouble sometimes. Anyway, I've been meaning to talk to you. What's up? How'd your date with Violet today go? It was awesome. Come on. This was a great date. You don't have to go out and spend lots of money to have a fun time with somebody. Wonderful. And that's not a word I say very often. Not every day where you get to spend it with a woman who can turn a kitchen into a war zone. I can't remember the last time I had so much fun, and that's not the amnesia talking. Violet's really something, isn't she? No kidding. I expect no less from the woman who's currently our audience favorite. Whenever we get both of you in the same room, ratings just soar through the roof. Can't say I'm surprised to hear that. Anyway, you're probably safe for at least another day, thanks to the ongoing rivalry between Scarlett and Violet. The stakes are rising, and so are our precious ratings. So without further ado, it's time for phase 3. You've only got one day left with each of them before the final day. So make them count. You're not out of the woods just yet. Will do. Alright, good. Well, I need to get back to preparing for tomorrow's show. You better rest up for tomorrow. You only get one first third date with a girl, right? That sounds good to me, Cat. See you later. Good night. Thanks for the help. I realized I'd probably be screwed without you. Don't thank me yet. I walked back to my room and plopped on my bed. Time to get some shut-eye. Alright, we're out of the mansion. Next stop, the beach. I told you the staff wouldn't suspect a thing. Because nobody's been stupid enough to try to escape till now. Maybe people should have been a little more stupid a little sooner. Easier said than done. He grabbed my hand and pulled me along. We're through the forest. Come on, or we'll go through the forest. We ran through the forest as if the devil were chasing us. The truth was not far from it. Okay, I can see the pier now, and the boat. We're this close to getting out of here. She always put on her bravest face when she was afraid. You're gonna make it, right? Of course. The boat's just a little further, but no one's on our tail. I can't believe it. We're finally getting out of here. We're finally gonna leave SC. Time if you ask me. I've dreamed of this moment every day since who knows how long we've been trapped here by now. But I never thought I could escape till I got to know you. I laughed. You're giving me too much credit. It was your idea. Find any other sane person, they would have told you the same things. Sane people didn't try to escape with me. I wouldn't have stayed sane if I were for you, though. He laughed, and that was my favorite sound. Let's get back to the matters at hand. We both know that this is where the rudder meets the road. Rubber meets the road. Well, rudder makes more sense considering it's a boat. Yeah. Now it's just a mad dash to the finish. You ready to run? No. I'm kidding, let's go. That favorite sound of mine once more. I hope it's not the last time I hear it. Third time's the charm. All of these lovely ladies for us. But I think that's going to be it for this episode, and I will see you all tomorrow. But we'll probably finish up the game. It's not a very long game. But remember, you can play it right now for free on Steam. Links in the description, and yada yada yada. So, hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.